I am finally getting to this video. I don't like the fact that I've had to put this video off, but I've got a stream later on today, so I need to make sure I get this out. I don't want to delay this video anymore. But this video is going to be, I'm going to give some quick thoughts on the animes that I've chosen to review and watch this season. And I have a total of 8 shows that I have picked. Now, I might go back and watch and review like a movie or some other shows outside of these, but for the meantime, these 8 are what I will be watching and putting full reviews out once they're completed this season. The first show up on the list is Hell's Paradise 2. I really enjoyed the first season, and so far season 2 is very good. I've enjoyed both episodes so far, and it's definitely something that I expected to enjoy because the first season was really good. Hell's Paradise 2, if you enjoy early 2000s type of animes, this has definitely got that sort of vibe to it. And this is from Hell's Paradise is from one of the 4 people who learned and worked for Tatsuki Fujimoto. So whenever one of Tatsuki Fujimoto's pupils have come out with a manga of their own, none of them have missed. The other show as well is Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. I have watched all the episodes so far. This show Jujutsu Kaisen has always been hit or miss for me. The first season I thought was fine. I haven't watched any of the movies, but Season 2 was really good, but mainly for the action. The storytelling was fine. And Season 3, if I'm going to be honest, it is also hit or miss. The 3rd episode was probably the best in this series, but then the 4th episode was not very good. I definitely have to agree with the rating that the Japanese gave it, because what in the world was that? The 3rd episode had next to no action, and yet it was the best episode. And then we have an episode that is full of action, but it's the worst in the series so far. I also didn't like the camera work that they had in this episode, and I felt like I know they were going for a type of Kill Bill type of scenario, but I did not like it. Also, in some aspects, it was really hard to see what was going on with how flashy some of the animation was. Episode 4 just felt really rushed in my personal opinion. Yeah, Season 3 of Jujutsu Kaisen is hit or miss right now. I don't know what my feelings are going to be when the season is finished up, but I do know that it's split into 2 parts, so I'll let you guys know what my final thoughts are on the Culling Games Part 1. The next show that I'm watching and reviewing is Chained Soldier Season 2. I know there was some controversy with censorship with the show, but there's not really anything heavily censored. You still got your nudity and stuff like that. This is an ecchi, so you're gonna have all that. The concept. Now, I did watch the first season, and I found it entertaining enough, and that was about it. The first season of Chained Soldier had come out at the same time that Gushing Over Magical Girls had released, and I was watching both of those. And I found that Gushing Over Magical Girls was far superior. Even though they were both ecchis, I found that Magical Girls had much better writing. The first season of Chained Soldier was fine. It had all the parts to make a decent ecchi, and the concept for the show was interesting enough. The season 2, in my opinion, is a step up. It's a direct continuation, and I can definitely tell that they took some extra time with the animation, which is very much appreciated. The CGI especially is a vast improvement over the first season, and this is one that is looking to be better than the first season, which I am hoping. But yeah, that is gonna Chain Soldier Season 2 is my ecchi for this season. Now, I will say, if you're someone who doesn't really care for ecchi, this I can definitely say is a pass for you. But for me, the concept is interesting enough, and I do like to cast the characters, and the comedy is pretty good. So yeah, I've been enjoying the series so far. Next up is Frieren Season 2. There is no need for introduction on Frieren Beyond Journey's End. This show is single-handedly one of the best shows in the last 5 to 7 years, in my honest opinion. It is that good. Season 2 continues the high bar of quality that we got from Season 1. And despite there being only 10 episodes, and knowing that we're not going to get to a certain arc that is in the manga, yes, I have read the manga. I need to check soon, but I've been waiting for volume 14 of the manga to come out. But the manga is fantastic, and there's really not much else I can say that has not been said about Frieren already. This is a must-watch for anyone who enjoys anime, and it is definitely a really great introduction to anime for anyone who is looking to actually start watching. But yeah, watch Frieren Season 2, or if you haven't watched Season 1, watch the first season and then watch Season 2. And yeah, there's not much else for me to really say. Frieren Season 1 was a masterpiece, an easy 10 out of 10. Season 2 is continuing the trend, and it's been a faithful adaptation. And that's about all I got to say about Frieren, because it's Frieren. Come on. It's a masterpiece. We all know it. Alright, the next anime that I am still watching, that I've not done a full final video on, is Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider. I did announce this in my last video on the introduction to the last season. But yes, I am still watching this series, and I will do a full video on it once it's finished. And my thoughts on it so far is it has definitely been really good. I've definitely enjoyed the comedy quite a bit. There have been so many parts where it's been very funny. And some of my worries about the comedy getting repetitive, that has not actually happened, other than a few things here and there. But overall, it's been a fantastic show. And it's definitely one of those anime that if you get weirded out by Japanese humor or Japanese shows in general, this is definitely not going to be for you. But anyone who already enjoys anime and enjoys Japanese culture in general, this is definitely something I do recommend. And once the show is finished up, I will have a full review out, so I'm not going to put too much of my thoughts into here. I want to save those for my full video on Tojima Wants to Be Kamen Rider. My next anime that I am currently watching is My Hero Academia Vigilante Season 2. Now, of course, the main My Hero series finished up last season. I also reviewed My Hero Vigilante Season 1, so you can go and watch my video on that to get my full thoughts on the first season. But just to give a refresher here, I did enjoy the first season quite a bit, and I was looking forward to Season 2. Bones Film is working on this series still, and so far, Season 2 has been really enjoyable. They have been progressing the plot from Season 1, and this show is something very enjoyable. The next show that I am currently watching is Sentenced to Be a Hero. Now, when it concerns to the whole censorship thing, it was really not much of it was a nothing burger, but that's only because the people who need to be gatekept were trying to push that on the show. But when it comes to the actual quality of the anime itself, I've been enjoying Sentenced to Be a Hero so far. All the episodes that have come out have been pretty good. It's not the best fantasy that I've watched this season, that definitely goes to Freeman, but the series is still really enjoyable. The concept of the show is interesting enough, and I do enjoy the cast of characters, and I'm definitely looking forward to see where it goes from here. So yeah, I do recommend Sentenced to Be a Hero. It's enjoyable and something you can just lay back and watch and enjoy. The next and final anime that I will be talking about this season is Oshinoko Season 3. Now, I am fully aware of the controversies and the ending of the manga that a lot of people did not like. And to be honest, I am worried about that. And I'm hoping that Doga Kobo will do a good job and actually make the ending from the manga work. But I'm going to be honest, there's a chance that the anime only watchers is, especially people who are simping over Aqua. You know what? For people who don't know, I'm not going to bring that up here, but just to say again that the manga ending was not received all that well. And to me, I'm going to wait and see. But as of right now, season 3 is really good. It is kept up the high bar quality from the previous 2 seasons, and the studio Doga Kobo has done a great job. The only thing that I will say is a downgrade from the previous 2 seasons is the intro. The intro is nowhere near as good as season 1's intro or season 2's. Those 2 intros are fantastic, and I am disappointed with that. The ending is really good still though, and yeah, it's a great continuation from the previous 2 seasons, but we just got to see how that ending how that ending plays out. Anyway, that is all of the shows that I am currently watching and reviewing this season. I have a great batch of shows I've decided to watch and review this season. Now, mind you, there could be like a movie or different shows I decide to watch and do reviews on, but like I've stated, these 8 are what I'm currently reviewing and watching. So you guys can look forward to those reviews when I get them put out. And of course, between my streaming and putting my videos out and watching the anime and playing the games and work and my studies, I'm spread thin with time. So I will get them out when I can. I want to thank you guys for your patience, and let me know down in the comments on what anime you're currently watching, or what you would definitely looking forward to see me do, what you are currently really looking forward to, for me to put out a review on. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next one. This has been Ryder. I'm out.